Hello, everybody. You're watching another episode of DDP, the RuneScape podcast where RuneScapers talk RuneScape. I am Scream Truth, and hello, Cars.
Hello.
Today we're going to be talking about the neglected mentioning of Some Like It Cold, which will be the next installment to the Penguin series.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, in July behind the scenes, Some Like It Cold wasn't mentioned at all.
At all.
So it would have been way better of an idea if they had mentioned this in their behind the scenes, because it would have given them positive feedback, most likely. Because everyone really was looking forward to it. And from what I read through July behind the scenes, I wasn't really looking forward to any of it.
Yeah.
Except for
The
Social
only
Slayer.
thing was Social Slayer, yeah.
Yeah, and now that Social Slayer's out, we realize that, yes, it's pretty good, but I don't
They could use
know.
some work on it too.
Yeah. So basically, in this behind the scenes video that we'll show you in a second on the show, they're going to recap what happens in the actual quest series. So if you haven't done it and you don't want to know, then don't watch this video,
Put a
or
spoiler in the
skip
title or in the
skip
description.
a couple parts. Yeah, and then they talk about what happened, what they plan to do in the third one. So let's go ahead and watch that.
Hi and welcome to RuneScape Behind the Scenes. It's a particularly chilling and faintly fishy tale this week as we bring news of a brand new quest, Some Like It Cold. It's the third entry in the Penguin Quest series, so for those of you who haven't caught up, here's an impossibly quick refresher. Deep breath. It all begins at Ardoin Zoo, where Larry the lovable zookeeper wants help building a bird hide to observe penguins. After heading to the iceberg, you both observe a secret meeting, leading you to gather more info on the suspicious birds. To do this, you build a penguin suit and infiltrate their secret underground base, collecting instruments for friendly penguins Ping and Pong to create a distraction whilst you sneak into the war room. There, you discover evil plans to take over all of RuneScape. After fighting ice lords, you flee back to the zoo. Here, Larry's accused of being insane for claiming to see a giant penguin, so you run off to find giant footprints that will prove his story and free him. Together, you interrogate a penguin from a submarine, meet the dwarves that built the submarine, find the location of said submarine, and successfully sabotage it. Unfortunately for you, Larry is kidnapped and you're met by Penguin King Pescaling Pax. Luckily, Polar Bear Agent Chuck comes to your rescue, but on completing the quest, Larry is still MIA. Phew. Now that we're up to date, let's find out what's coming in the third instalment to the quest line. Some Like It Cold picks up the story in Ardoin Zoo when Chuck receives word on where Larry's been taken, and it's up to you to help the furry agent follow up the lead and return Larry to safety. Larry is joined once again by his old friends the polar bears in battle, but it's not the penguins he has to worry about this time. It's the clapping seals and a particularly stiff upper-lipped walrus that are the real problem. A walrus with a British accent. He's probably just been hanging around with four bowl-cut boys from Liverpool for too long. But from beetles to birds, two familiar music-loving penguins will also be showing up to lend a hand, or wing, and they're determined to do it in style. Completing the quest won't be easy, and this epic adventure will see you solving all manner of puzzles and games. Don't worry though, the rewards are sure to make all the effort worthwhile, but we'll tell you more about just what those rewards will be in a behind the scenes closer to the launch of this long-awaited quest. You can begin limbering up now though, by making sure that you have at least 56 crafting, 50 construction, 50 thieving, and 65 fishing. Naturally, you'd also do well to have completed the hunt for Red Rat Tuber too. Oh, and dress up nice and warm. It's going to get very chilly.
Okay, now that we've watched that, what do you think about the video?
I thought it was interesting. I am not really a big fan of the whole Penguin series. I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a pretty good quest. And the fact that it's a little more creative than some other quests where do this, do that, you're done.
Yeah. The penguins were actually originally coded to be robots. Something quite interesting, but I don't know. it's not like this quest is like deep for story. It's kind of a humorous story quest. Um,
Well, I like how they put the twist with the seals.
yeah, I suppose. Um, I don't know. I'll do the quest line. I think that some cool rewards that they could do with this is things like, I don't know, expand on the penguin hide and seek mini or D&D.
That was the Red Rock tuber to get the
Yeah, I know,
polar
but if
bear,
they
but they
did
could do
that
something
further,
else with it too. You could find the
yeah,
seal.
yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, the penguin location is that's some pretty decent EXP every week. It's almost as good as doing Jack of Trades every day, and you're
actually, yeah, it's a lot easier than doing jacket trades every day. And if you combine that with jacket trades every day, you're getting at least 100k XP in the stat you want each week.
which is a lot.
Yeah, that could also save you a lot of money depending on what stat you're training. You could throw it in construction, save a lot of money. Herbivore, save a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's the possibilities are not endless.
So all in all, I'm disappointed in Jagex's way of announcing this. It's just kind of out of the blue. I mean, we were expecting that this quest would be released this year, but I just don't know. Like, why would they release? Why would they tell people that they were going to put it out like this?
Mysterious ways Jagex has.
Or maybe they're trying to rush something because they realized, oh crap, our July behind the scenes does suck. But, um, yeah, bad move on Jagex's part. They could have had way more publicity if they did it the right way. So that's my take on that. I'll still be doing the quests, so yeah.
I'm gonna have to do them eventually.
I might even put the quests as a guide up on our channel later. So
Okay.
so there wasn't really much more to talk about this video. We saw a whole lot of stuff for the first two Penguin quests and then the next one. But which brings up the question, Dalton and I talked about it on the last episode, but
I
what
watched a little
is
bit
your
of that.
favorite quest?
My favorite quest so far would have to be. I had to do the turn off my high done filter. Okay. Uh, favorite quest. Okay, I'm not a big quest fan, but I have to pick one. So if
Yeah.
I were to pick one, I'd have to say the coolest one to me was the Temple at Sen system because of the really cool cutscenes and everything, and the fact that you just brought back Zeros. Pretty
Yeah, okay.
much. I thought that's pretty legit.
Okay.
And I know Dalton's is the half a day quest.
Yeah. Um, all right, so now that we know what yours is, I've said what mine was. Let's move on to something else. We're going to do our item of the week this week.
Okay.
Actually, we should probably stick with weapons because weapons are the interesting part of it. So,
I forgot what the
um,
last one was. Wasn't it something funny?
the last one was the skull thing that acts as a magic 8 ball.
Oh yeah, the thing from the guy at Alcred.
Yeah. Well, today we're going to be looking at the chaotic longsword.
Okay.
The reason why I'm choosing the chaotic longsword is because I will be announcing that I'm going for 99 dungeoneering by
Wait,
the end of next week.
you're going for 99 dungeoneering by the end of next week?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Surprise. But
I'd like to make an announcement too. A couple weeks ago I got lucky and got a fish mask from the squeal, and now I have a 3.6 mil.
from the
Same.
GE price.
From the GE price.
But when people are buying them for about 10 mil nowadays, it's
Free
worth a-
money.
Yeah. So, the highest hit recorded with this weapon is 1005 in
Hacks.
Castle Wars.
In Castle Wars? Oh, with the hybrid gear?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty legit.
Yep. And its bonuses are a 107 to stab and a 124 to slash. So this is a aggressive weapon. So make sure to train strength with this one, which I think I'll get that one next after I get tier 10 on my Blazer ring for when we start recording our season.
Oh.
What? You'd be amazed how fast I'm getting points right now.
I know, but how many tokens you spend on that ring?
I don't know. But it from tier 9 to 10, it's gonna cost me 230,000 tokens.
So, a chaotic weapon?
A little more than a chaotic weapon, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
But I don't know. It's really cool to see how often my special goes off now.
Yeah, I bet it's really cool. Because you're just doing all that extra damage and it adds up and adds up.
Yeah, continuously. Like I've
It's
had a
like
streak where it went off 5 times in a row.
on a boss,
Yeah.
when they go and like invulnerable, um, say like the Ice Fiend, when he's at 1 health and you can't attack him after that, your thing can keep going and kill him. And
Yeah.
it's so nice because you don't have to go through a whole another phase of running around the room.
So, like any chaotic weapon, these things do degrade. If it is at 0, it's going to cost
It disintegrates.
you either. No, it doesn't disintegrate. It's gonna cost you either 2 mil coins, um, or t- or 200,000 coins and 20k tokens. I thought you could just buy with straight up tokens.
No, that would be just buying another chaotic weapon.
I wish I could do that.
No, honestly, in my opinion, I would go for the 20k tokens and the 200k if
Oh,
I
yeah,
had it
easy.
spare. But otherwise, if I was saving for a chaotic, I'd just throw in the 2 mil because let's face it, if you're starting out with how much you start off like a quarter of a charge.
Yeah,
So you
about
start
a
out with
quarter.
25% and you earn well over 2 mil with that. I'm pretty sure you'd be fine with spending 2 mil.
Yeah. When you're doing large dungeons in the deep occult floors, and you're making 10k tokens per dungeon, that price isn't unrealistic at all. I mean, I was doing 45-minute dungeons and getting about 100k EXP, which translates to about 10k tokens. So in about 1 hour, I was able to get up enough tokens to charge this thing from 0 to 100% and pay 200k, which is 100% worth it. I don't think anyone should be spending the 2 mil coins just to charge it. So, yeah. I mean, even when you're on floor 60 and you're running through like your warp stuff and you're getting 27k tokens per dungeon. Yeah, I know it sounds unrealistic, but it happens. Um yeah, that's a one dungeon run and you're there already. So once you get your dungeoneering up there, these charging and the cost isn't unrealistic.
Yeah, because people with 120 dungeoneering and 11 million tokens are just like, what's up?
So, anyway, this requires 80 attack and 80 dungeoneering to wield. It does cost 200k tokens on initial purchase and starts at a 20% charge.
Well, a fifth of the charge.
Yeah, a fifth of the charge. We were close. And I don't know if I wouldn't say this item is better than the rapier because I use the rapier on dragons. quite frequently. And
Well,
this
yeah.
one would just be used for strength training.
There's quite a good argument between the rapier and the longsword. Pretty sure that the rapier is mainly used for slaying, whereas the longsword is used for bossing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But with the new thing coming out with weaknesses, you're gonna want a variety.
Yeah, so going around and getting every single chaotic weapon might be something people might do.
Yeah. That or just add to the collection.
Yeah. So anyway, what have you been doing in RuneScape recently?
Done Slayer. I just got 84 Constitution,
Oh,
and
there you go.
I'm 881 Herblore XP from 77 Herblore.
Okay.
So I just need a lamp or something. Um, I did a dungeon with you.
Yeah, you
That
did.
took a while because we had some incompetent people.
Very incompetent people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we're looking for more people to complete our team of 5 on our live commentary. It's not too late to try and
Submit
join
your
us.
application.
Not really submit your application. Just find us in game or something, private chat us, whatever. Or you can even join our friends chat or our clan chat. Friends chat is just daily dungeon with no space, and our clan chat you just gotta talk to us.
Yeah. What I've been thinking about going hunting, but I'm really not gonna do it because if you look at the price of Granule spikes, they're steadily going down, and I'm kind of waiting for them to do another bot nuke so they shoot back up.
Yep. It was kind of funny because a while ago, while I was playing late at night, going for 99 fletching. By the way, I got 99 fletching.
Ooh.
Everyone was freaking out like because there was huge server lags going on, and it lasted for like half an hour. It was just on and off, and we're just like, "Is this the bot nuke? Is this the bot nuke?" No, it wasn't the bot nuke because some people ran over to where the green dragons are, and they were all still there. So, yeah.
Yeah. I do have a question though about how much life point boost do you get from throwing logs on a fire?
It is 10% for 1 hour,
That is
I
really
believe.
good. How many logs do you have to throw on? Like 5?
Either 5 or 10.
Okay, well I just grabbed 10. I think I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, I do that with magic logs because I think that grants the highest bonus.
Well, that's
So it
actually
does,
something really good to do.
yeah.
Um, Speaking of some hidden updates, I'm not sure how long ago, but Bandos Tacits got reworked so they didn't look ridiculous. There's something else that got reworked, and I saw it and I forgot about it.
Oh.
Um,
Um. Okay, go ahead.
Maples increased by 7% in the last 36 minutes.
Oh, okay. Um. I was reading through some development stuff on combat rework, evolution of combat, and they were talking about dungeoneering and dramatically increasing the binds, amount of binds you can have, just because of how dungeoneering works. Because if you're running by yourself, and let's say you were a mage, and you're in there and you're fighting someone who's a ranger. There is no way you're going to be able to kill that ranger within a decent amount of time, especially if it's a guardian door where it's actually
Definitely.
necessary.
Yeah.
So,
That video I had to put up, I'm really close to finishing editing it.
yeah, you can see an example of how come this is just such a nuisance. When we try to kill what are those things? A hydra.
It was a bath. Yeah, Hydra. Yeah, it took us seriously forever using melee because of the weaknesses. We were
And we were
not
just
using
talking about like,
right.
well, now you get to see us try out all of these new specs.
Yeah, so you get for a large portion of the video we're just attacking one Hydra, trying to kill it. It is yeah, it's gonna be very necessary to increase the binds or make stuff a lot easier. to get in the beginning, or you have a small starter kit depending on what you need, because that's gonna be necessary. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in a dungeon for an hour or more.
Uh-huh. Um, what else? What else? I'm thinking about what else that they were. Oh yeah, they were also talking about dual wielding, um,
In
things
dungeoneering,
like that. Yeah.
that'd be really cool. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
that takes away half of your abilities right there.
Uh-huh. But like I said before, if they're increasing binds, that'll be really cool because we might actually see people running around with a demon horn necklace now. A lot more people running around with a hex hunter, and definitely a lot more armor being worn. Because when you're running into dungeoneering now, especially when you're fighting a boss and you're almost relying on increased life points, you know,
Yeah.
it's necessary, and I just don't know. It's gonna slow down dungeons because I've gone through countless bosses with no armor on, just my silk hood and my staff, and I've been fine. But now that I have less life points and they'll probably be hitting just a little bit harder,
Well, they're
it's
gonna be
gonna
hitting
be
the same. It's just gonna be 10 times harder.
yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling things are gonna be a little iffy at the beginning, but
Uh-huh.
I
They'll
know
they'll
everybody
they'll
will warm
iron
up
it
to it.
out.
Yeah, because they can't just do something else. Maybe they'll lose half their member base again, but it'll come back.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I think Jagex, the last thing they need is to lose their member base again.
Yeah.
Constitution update.
Although I
Yay.
do see a lot of people coming back because of what they saw of the combat beta.
Yeah. I mean, even Max Ride, who we'll put on the next podcast for you guys because I think you guys like him. Um, he wants to come back because of the combat update, and it's actually they're doing a decent job with it, and it is in beta, and they're working on it, so people can complain, but it's not set in stone. So don't you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
I also like how Jagex is openly supporting Runechak now.
yeah, they're uh anyway, they should openly support us.
Because we do such an amazing job.
Yes, we do. That's right. Everybody tell your friends.
How long have we been going on right now?
Um, let's see here. We've been going on for about, I don't know, 22 minutes?
Or so, yeah.
24 minutes?
Sounds good.
Yeah. So,
I think we covered everything going to.
I'm pretty sure we did too. We still don't have any questions. But if
I
you
have a
guys do
question.
want to what's your question?
I don't remember.
Okay. If you have any questions, just submit them at dailydungeon@gmail.com or go to our forums and post your question in the question section there.
Yeah.
That's about it. Rate, subscribe, or give
Comment.
us a like. There isn't really rating anymore. Remember back when they did 5 stars?
I
and, like,
remember that.
yeah. Anyway, give us a like, subscribe. We'll have a whole lot more videos coming your way in the next week or two. So,
Hey Sean.
yep,
You should do a co-op Slayer task with me.
I will do a co-op Slayer task with you because I'm not doing
Yes.
anything in RS right now. So, I'm besides going for 99 dungeoneering. But yeah, and
Okay.
then I'll probably record my first reaction of a warp floor like tomorrow or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you guys all next week.
Bye.